Active. Core quest. Menu. Button. Heading.
Hello everybody. We are ready to rumble today. We're going to be taking a look at update 1.44, which just recently dropped into the App Store. And for those of you who heard me say that I will do a live for every update, I want to just make sure you know I'm not going back on that promise. I'm not retracting it. This one had to go up right now because I have a tutorial and a Let's Play to do, and I want to give you everything that I promised to give you as far as content. But I am going to be going live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, especially on the weekends if there's something big happening. But for the most part, I will try to give you update information as fast as I can get my hands on it. I got to tell you right now, on Friday, I have a super juicy update bit of sneak peek to give all of you. Yes, 1.45 is coming, and it's massive. It's just gorgeous and massive. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Big shout out to Randall Higgins of Touchman. Thank you very much. Randall is awesome, the best. We are going to go ahead and go through the information for update 1.44. Yes, there wasn't a 1.43 I saw, so we're going to go 1.44. Okay, here's what we've got, and then that's going to be the end of this quickie.
Adjustments and fixes.
The title of the update 1.44 is Adjustments and Fixes. Let's find out what else is also in here.
Forged items are now more powerful.
Okay, forged items are now more powerful. That's gonna make RuneDuck very happy. So I am very glad this happened because I did feel that forged items were a little bit on the weak side. In fact, there were a couple items in the merchant shops that were stronger than the items I had just created. Of course, I do like the fact that forged items can have raw stats, but forged items did need to become stronger, and Randall's made that adjustment, and I'm very happy about that. All right, let's go to the next item.
Mystic classes stats have been slightly increased.
Mystic classes stats have been slightly increased. Usually this is very much an adjustment that occurs throughout the course of a game's life. Sometimes a class is gonna get a buff, sometimes a class is gonna get, what's the word for it? They're gonna get the wiffle bat. They call it a word, I just can't think of it at this very moment. But yes, looks like Mystic classes are getting a buff right now. I got it, nerf. So far, there's no classes that have had a nerf, and I think that's basically real, because I think a lot of the classes have needed some buffs. I was one of the persons that said the monk needed a buff, because the monk is basically a bare hands fighter and needed a buff. It just wasn't hitting very hard. It didn't have a lot of magic to help it, so if it didn't hit harder, it was literally going to be a class that wasn't playable. And now the monk hits pretty good. So yes, I have no frame of reference for the Mystic classes, but if you have noticed that the classes hit harder after this update, please let me know in the comments. All right, let's go on to the next item.
If you quit or close the game while finding a spirit or skills, you can now find them again by researching the location fix.
All right, so if you quit the game after finding a spirit and the game closes out on you, or a skill, you can research it and get it back. I'm not really sure what that means. I assume it means that there's a mechanism to get you the spirit back, or maybe it's in your menu system. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what the research part is for. So that part, I'm a little mystified. I guess I'll figure it out. But yes, if you do quit the game at the wrong time, yeah. Recently, I did notice that when you're on the character creation screen, if you take a phone call and you're just in this process of creating a character, your character creation will be wiped. Now, that doesn't really matter because you haven't officially created the character till you double tap on the button that says create character. That's after you've selected your class, your race, your profession, and you've named the character. You've got to do all those things first and then hit create character. Then your character goes on to your character list. And I got to tell you, Randall is working on some updates, which will probably hit about 1.47, which will probably cover a couple of things that we want to improve. The delete button's a little too easy to touch. And I've also mentioned that the discard button for loot is a little too easy to touch. I'd like to see those have a secondary confirm or OK, and that would make it so that you don't accidentally hit that discard or delete. All right, but that's going to come probably 1.47. All right, but yes, if you accidentally close off a screen or close the game off, you can still find that spirit, because it'd be really awesome. It would be really awful to lose a really valuable spirit mercenary just because a phone call came in or your app closed or your phone died. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next item.
Sandstone, staff, selling.
Okay, the very awesome sandstone staff. The sandstone staff has been removed from the game. It had a spelling error. It isn't a big mystery because trust me, yours truly, I and Luther, the sandstone staff isn't the secret Medio staff. No, this is don't Luther. Luther thinks it's a conspiracy. He thinks that the sandstone staff has a secret superpower and super build. But no, it was taken out for a spelling error, and it is, if you have it, you get to keep it. If you don't have it, you can't find it. So maybe it'll come back one day. I do love the sandstone staff, but by the way, there are many more, much more powerful staves out there. Okay? All right, so the sandstone staff has been removed.
The sandstone staff is still in the game. To avoid errors if you already have it, but you cannot get it anymore.
Okay, you can't get any more.
Hyphen, reduced, potion, finds, in the desert.
Now this one I don't agree with. Randall reduced potion finds in the desert. Now, whoever complained about this, might I say, what in the world? That's what I think about that. If you complain about too many potions in the desert, what are you talking about? You can give all those potions to your alpha team. But yeah, potions have been reduced in the desert, and I did notice it. It's a big loss. Please bring back the potions, Randall. I like the potions. I like finding potions. They can be sold. They can be given to other characters in your alpha team. Oh, that one I don't like, the nerf to potions. So yeah, we got our first real Holyfield nerf. Yes, you will not find as much potions in the desert, which is awful. I want it back. I want my potions back. Never, ever complain about loot, people. Sell it. Bring it back to your camp. I don't care. Go to the merchant. But don't ever complain about loot. Trust me, it will get nerfed. If you complain about loot, that's like complaining about finding a $100 bill in your pocket. Are you just out of your freaking mind? Yes, you want loot. All right, enough with that rant. Okay, let's move on to the next item.
And later zones, free.
And later zones. So all those free potions, because somebody complained, they are going to be taken away. That's really sad.
Your free zones later and desert. In the desert and later zones free. Your bags fixed soul unlocks.
Okay, souls unlocks has been fixed. Let's see what that's all about.
Meta progression.
And that's going to be under meta progression. So souls are going to be things that witches unlock. I do believe paladins unlock. I'm not sure what assassins unlock.
List. Text.
All right.
And image on the character. Creator.
All right, images on the character creator. I don't know what that's all about.
Fixed. A. Rare. Bug.
Okay, there was a rare bug fix. I do believe I found this when testing.
Where? The. Silver.
The silver key wouldn't drop on floor 8 from the mob that's on inside of room 20. That has been fixed. It's very, very rare that it happens, but it does happen, and you'd have to play the game as many times as I have in testing to find it. But that's what our job is as testers. Job as a tester is to do the most esoteric, strange things, exotic things to find bugs. Your job, that is literally your entire job, finding rare bugs. And that's what makes us happy as testers. And I've done many roles in games. I've done multiple roles in games. But yeah, that is really, really, really good. That bug was taken out. All right, let's go on and see if there's any more items.
Key. On. Floor. A. Might. Not. Drop. Assassinate now. Correctly. Pass. A. 5% chance to obtain shadow souls.
Okay, assassins can now have a 5% chance to gain
Souls. Shadow. Shadow souls.
Shadow Souls. Okay, so I don't know what Shadow Souls is all about. I haven't gotten into that yet. When I start doing Mystic classes, you know I'm going to be all over that. But yes, those will probably unlock lots of boons for your particular account. So I will be playing all Mystic classes here in Game Double Tap, no worries. But yes, Assassins, yes, you're going to want to be using those to farm up those Shadow Souls. Okay, let's see if there's anything else.
Voiceover. Fixes. Your.
Okay, there's been going to be some voiceover fixes, which is always lovely.
Current. Spirit. In. Spirit. Book. Now. Reads. Correctly instead. Up. Saying. Pet. Fixed. A. Up. Where. Voiceover. Was. Crashing. On.
All right. So instead of calling the spirits pets, they're correctly now spirits, spirit mercenaries. Pets was a throwback to Lost Island. In Lost Island, your companions are called pets. Here in Core Quest, your companions are spirit mercenaries. So those are really not a big deal. Those did not affect gameplay, but they're just polishing and cleaning up. All right?
The. Bestiary. Page.
All right, there was a
Page. Bestiary.
there was a crash.
The. On. Crashing.
There was a crash in the bestiary. So bestiary, however you pronounce it. That crash was fixed. There are a couple of new bugs I did discover and reported to Randall. Those will probably be fixed in 1.47. I do believe 1.47 will probably hit next week. This week, I think 1.45 is coming. 1.45 is absolutely going to be bonkers. You are going to be in love with 1.45. Let me give you a couple of little quick hints. The Endless Arena is coming very soon for those of you who just destroy the game and get through it. There'll be an option to play the Endless mode or the Adventure mode. So if you're into playing Endless Arenas, that mode will be coming very, very soon. There will be a bunch of rollouts of different kind of things you can do in the Endless mode. I can't get into it all right now. I do have the notes, but I will bring that out on Friday. But that's going to wrap it up for us. 1.44 is live. Hey, go check it out. It's in the App Store. Please don't ask for any more loot to be nerfed. Ugh. Yeah, if you do that again, yeah, you're going to get the donkey kick. Absolutely. Just kidding. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for coming. A video a day until we hit 500 subscribers. Hey, truly, dearly, sincerely, I appreciate all of you. Keep coming back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll either have an update, a live, or some kind of form of news. The rest of the things of the channel will continue as always. Tomorrow we have an episode of Doncaster. Today I'm going to upload a playthrough. I don't know which class. It'll probably be the wizard. But yes, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate all of you. And you know what I'm saying. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.